So you know that feeling when you're about to leave the house, you've got everything ready, and then you realize your wallet's gone, and now you're scrambling, checking every pocket, looking under cushions, and you're already running late. This has happened to me many times. So let's go over this wallet tracker card. I'm going to cover the key features, show you how it pairs up with your iPhone, and how the sound feature works, and talk about who this really is for, all to help you make a better informed buying decision. So this is a Bluetooth tracker card that works with Apple's Find My network. So think of it like an AirTag, but in a credit card shape, designed specifically to slip into your wallet without adding any bulk. So it's MiFi certified, which means it's officially approved to work with Apple devices, and it does require iOS 14.5 or later. And I should mention up front, this is iOS only, so it won't work with Android devices, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's have a look at this thing. All right, so let's go ahead and open this. Show you what we're working with. So we've of course got the instructions, and then we have the card itself. So right away, the thing that stands out is just how thin this is. So it's around 1.65 millimeters. This is about the thickness of 1.5 credit cards. So you can slide this into any wallet, passport holder, or card sleeve, and honestly, you'll just forget it's there. So I'll show you two different wallets here. I have the 𝗥𝗘𝗟𝗣 wallet. So this is that wallet where you can just fan out your cards. Really compact. So I can add it to the back plate here. And I can also put it in the main compartment as well. I'll have to take out some cards though. Okay, so put that in front. And that works perfectly. I can fan them out. Okay, and then of course your traditional wallet. You know, you could add that, you know, even maybe right here, although this isn't the most secure pocket, but it could still fit in there. But just in any one of these will work. Just leave some extra slots open in your wallet and just set it and forget it. Okay, so this card has a nice smooth finish to it. It's a plastic feel to it. There's a power button right here on the front, and you'll notice this little loop at the top as well. So you can attach, you know, so that's actually for attaching it to keys or luggage with the keychain. That's a really nice feature to this as well. So you don't have to just put it in your wallet. And this weighs, you know, almost nothing. It's like 0.4 ounces. So it's not gonna add any bulk to whatever you put it in. It's not gonna feel heavier. Okay, so the main thing here is that this works directly with Apple's Find My app. That means you can track this card the same way you track an AirTag or your lost iPhone. And what's nice about this is it gives you two ways to find your stuff. If it's nearby, like somewhere in your house, you can make it play a sound and it'll beep until you find it. So if it's far away, like you've left your bag at a restaurant or something, it uses Apple's global network with millions of devices to help locate it. So the MFI certification is important here because it means this works exactly like native Apple products in Find My. So there's no weird third-party apps, no janky workarounds or something like that. You can even ask Siri to find it if it's within about 50 feet. Okay, so let's go ahead and pair this with Find My. So go ahead and turn it on. Go ahead and press the button. Here it beeps. Then we'll go to Find My. Okay, so we'll click the plus sign, and then we'll go to other items at the bottom here. And it'll start searching, and then it has the Magic Card Pro. And we'll connect. Type in Magic Card. Click continue. Just use this emoji. The item is linked to your Apple account. Okay, then we click agree. Magic Card with you. So it has the direction and maps, play sound, lost mode, and share your item. So go ahead and finish. All right, and then we can see the Magic Card. All right, so when you need to find your wallet, you trigger a sound right there, and it plays a loud beep. So go ahead and play that. It's roughly 100 decibels. So I don't know if it's exactly 100 decibels. It feels like it's under that because it is loud, but it's not like in your face loud. But it is loud enough to hear across the room, even if it's like under stuff. So one thing I found useful, so say like your kid plays with your wallet and tosses it, like, I don't know, just in the toy box or something like that, you can just play that sound and it'll lead you right to it. But I'd say if this is buried, you know, under a bunch of like heavy stuff, it might be a little bit harder to hear. But if it keeps going off, I mean, you'll eventually find it. Okay, there's also leave behind alerts. So if you walk away from your wallet and it goes out of Bluetooth range, your phone will notify you. You know, really useful if you tend to forget things. So you can add that here. And then there's the family sharing built in. Up to 5 people can have access to track this device. So if you lose it, your partner or family members can help you find it. So you can add a person here. That's also really handy. So this is really great for sharing items like luggage or a family bag. It's another thing. I mean, this can go in your luggage also. So not just in your wallet. And there's also a lost mode. So if someone finds your wallet, they can tap their NFC enabled phone to this card and it'll show them your contact info so they can reach you, which is pretty cool. So you can turn that on here. So we can allow others to get in touch right there. And then the share item location, allow others to locate this item. You can just turn those on from there. So this really is a complete solution. Okay, and then the battery life, of course, you want to know about the battery life. This has a rechargeable battery that lasts 6 to 8 months on a single charge. That's a really long time. So you're basically like, you know, charging this maybe a couple times a year. And the charging is done wirelessly, which is also awesome because obviously you see there's no way to plug in anything. So you just drop this on any QI charger and you're good to go. So what this means is you're never buying replacement batteries. You know, with traditional trackers, you're swapping out, you know, batteries, you know, every year. And with this, you just charge it and you're done. So if you're constantly playing the sound feature or, you know, locating it really frequently, you'll of course drain the battery faster. But for normal use, the 6 to 8 months is pretty accurate. You also can see some of the icons here, you know, the playing noise, the map, and then, you know, the IP68. That's another thing to note. This is rated IP68 waterproof. That means it can handle being submerged in water. Apparently up to 30 minutes, and it even works at 1.5 meters underwater. You know, I haven't tested this, but it's safe to say that, you know, this can go out in rain because, I mean, you shouldn't necessarily be submerging your wallet or your luggage in water, but of course, you know, it could be out in the rain, so you can be safe. So you don't have to worry about this being in the rain at all, even heavy rain. But again, it is supposed to be able to be submersed and survive. So it technically can go in the washer and still survive. Okay, so let me break down the pros and cons here. So the thinness, this is really one of the standout features. You can, you know, slide this into any wallet and genuinely forget it's there. It's way more practical than a bulky AirTag for wallets. And the battery life is excellent at 6 to 8 months. And the wireless charging means no batteries to replace ever. And it works directly in Apple Find My, so it integrates perfectly with the Apple ecosystem. So no separate app needed. You know, the speaker is pretty loud for, you know, what this is, and it's, you know, it's enough to find things. It's IP68 waterproof, so it gives you that peace of mind. And the family sharing of up to 5 people is really useful. One thing that can be improved, this only works, you know, with iOS. So it'd be nice if it, you know, also worked for Android, and not everyone has an iPhone. So if anyone in your household uses Android, you know, they won't be able to use this. So that's of course a deal breaker for someone who doesn't have an iPhone. So who is this for? So if you're someone who constantly is losing your wallet, this is kind of a no-brainer. The peace of mind alone is worth it. You just slide it in your wallet, forget about it, and you know, you can always find your wallet. You know, if you're a frequent traveler, this is perfect for luggage tracking as well. And you can kind of use it both ways. And so when you're traveling, you can just put this on your bag. And then, you know, when you're at the hotel or wherever you're staying, then you can put this in your wallet. And again, this uses Apple's network, so you can just track it globally. And families who share bags or items, you know, the family sharing feature, again, up to 5 people. So if you have a family bag or shared car keys, you know, everyone can help locate it. And honestly, this is for anyone who's already in the Apple ecosystem. If you're using Find My for other devices, I mean, this just slots right in really easily. So in my opinion, this wallet tracker card is definitely worth checking out if you're an iPhone user.